Hey guys, Az Samad here. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to this installment of the Facebook Live series I've been doing. This time I'm trying something new. This one is actually something for guitar teachers and aspiring guitar teachers. So if you are a guitarist who's been thinking of teaching guitar and you want to get started, teaching guitar, you want some tips, some advice, stay tuned. I'll be sharing today specifically 5 tips for beginner guitar teachers. If you want to teach beginners, I want to show you guys 5 things that you can teach and guide beginners. Waalaikumsalam, Encik Isli Brain Stews. How are you doing, Encik Isli Brain Stews? Kalau sesiapa yang menonton, if anyone's watching, please type hello or where you're from. If you're watching from KL, Kelantan, JB, KK, Sarawak, Kuching, Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, please type where you're from. And I love to know where you're watching, and you know, what are you a guitar teacher? Are you a guitarist? Please type out in the comment section. Okay. So the latest thing is I just launched a new course. It's called How to Start Teaching Guitar. And it's just on this link, asamad.com/teach. You can check it out. It's brand new. How to start teaching guitar lessons. That's the name of the course, and you can check it out. It's something interesting. It's an answer to a question that I get from time to time from different students, from different people who are already playing guitar, and you're thinking of getting started to teach guitar lessons but don't know how to start. So you can check that out. The link is there, asamad.com/teach. And what I'll be sharing in this particular Facebook Live broadcast are some topics that you can, if you know these topics, these 5 things, these are things that as a guitarist that's been playing for a while, you can teach these topics to your beginner guitar students. So yeah, so Muhammad Shahir, thanks for tagging your friend. So kalau sesiapa menonton, if you're watching this and you either A, run a music school and have guitar teachers who are working for you, or B, you are a guitar teacher and you're not sure whether you have enough ideas of what to teach, what topics to teach your beginner students, or C, if you are a guitarist, you've been playing for a while and you're wondering, if you start teaching guitar, what are you going to teach? What do you need to know? What should you teach? What's appropriate for beginner guitarists? Because it's very different than if you are playing guitar and learning for yourself. It's different than if you're teaching students. Also, if you're learning for yourself, you probably might be a more experienced guitarist. You've probably been playing 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 years. And the things that you might be into, that you like, might be very, very different than what a beginner guitar student is looking for when they're taking lessons. So it's good to think in terms of the student, think in terms of what would the beginner student want to know and need to know. And if you know what to teach, then you're going to be a much more successful teacher. And when you're a more successful teacher, then you're going to be getting more students and you're going to be more successful overall, all that kind of good stuff. So just make sure everything's in order. So just a moment, guys. I'm just making sure 1 or 2 things is correct. So again, if you're watching this, please type where you're from. I'd love to know where you're from. Love to know where you're from. Hi, Irwin. Great to see you. Thanks for watching. This one, like I said, this installment, this is for guitarists. So if you're a guitarist and you want to teach guitar, this episode is for you. It's in conjunction with the launch of my new course. It's called How to Start Teaching Guitar Lessons, where it's designed to help you get your very first paying guitar student, so you can make some side income as a guitar teacher. Okay? From Labuan. Awesome, man. I haven't been to Labuan. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so let me give you 5 tips. Let me just redefine this. 5 things to teach beginner guitarists. Okay, so the first thing that you want to teach a beginner guitarist will seem very obvious, but a lot of people don't know. So I'll show you guys. Let's see whether I can actually get it at the right angle. So the first thing that you want to teach a beginner guitarist is actually how to hold the guitar. Holding the guitar is important. So what I usually tell people is that you want to hold the guitar. It doesn't want to be like this, flat. It doesn't want to be like this. So it should be it should be comfortable enough that you have access on the left hand to hold the chords properly. So you'll see a lot of times, right, when I'm holding the guitar, let's see if I can adjust the angle again. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to keep the guitar not like this, but kind of at this angle a little bit here, where my hand here can reach and move around on the left hand here. So I can move left and right comfortably. If it's too near here, it's awkward. You see how restricted this is? So it's important to realize that the guitar is not at this angle flat. It's usually much better if it's at this angle. So the hand, the left hand, the fretting hand, is way more comfortable to move around, especially on an acoustic guitar, which is wider sometimes here, right? The other thing is I'll keep this side, especially if you're playing acoustic guitar, it has to be quite stable so that even if I don't play anything, this is in a good stable position here. Okay. Hey, Joe Loy in the house. How you doing? So so this has to be in a stable position, and so I will be much more comfortable to move my hand around here and move my hand around here. So that's the first thing to teach. To teach a beginner, you got to know, number one, teach how to hold the guitar. Seems very simple, but it's very, very important thing to be able to teach a beginner student. You know, teach them how to hold the guitar comfortably, and so that they can play better. So number one, Union Boy in the house, how you doing? So the second thing to teach a beginner guitarist is how to hold a pick. So you know, I love guitar picks. I use all sorts of guitar picks. I have one here. What's this one? I think I got this Altex probably from one of my students. It's an Altex John Petrucci NYC pick. I have another one here that I got probably from, forgot where, probably from Bentley or something. It's a Cortex Dario. These are just 2 different picks that I happen to have. I have a lot of picks. I love picks. So it's important to teach them how to hold a pick. So the way I hold a pick, a good starting point for me is I keep the hand round like this, and then I put the pick here and the thumb here. So it's just like that. This is just a very general starting point to hold a pick. Different people, you know, there is a more George Benson kind of way to hold a pick, which is by the tips here like this, like that, at an angle. That gives a different kind of picking motion. It looks like this. But I typically, my favorite starting point is like this, where the pick goes down like this. So it's quite comfortable. And okay, this is a party trick for guitarists. This is something that I do quite a fair bit. I hold the pick here. Whenever I want to switch to fingerstyle, I'll actually slide it down all the way here to this side. Wait, let's see. Yeah, I kind of slide it, watch this carefully, all the way here, and I palm it here on this finger so that I can still play fingerstyle. So if you look here, I can still go. back to fingerstyle. Then we go back to the pick. But so that's more like a more advanced party trick here. Here. For beginners, yeah, just here, pick down. The pick's pointing out from this side. That's like kind of a good thing to teach as a starting point. For the right hand, you can see that. So that's number 2. That's topic number 2, what to teach. So number 1 is how to hold the guitar. Handsome cikgu. Oh, Joe. So your compliments will get you everywhere, man. Thanks, Joe. Very kind. Hey, Vai Leong in the house. One of my former students, Vai Leong, in the house, man. Cool crowd today. Cool bunch of people. So, okay. So number 1 is teach your student how to hold a guitar. Number 2 is teach them how to hold a pick. Very important. It seems super simple, but it's actually very, very useful to know and very, very useful to teach your student. Number 1, how to hold a guitar, how to hold a pick. Okay, those are 2 things. Now the third thing that is kind of good, this is slightly more advanced, but it's very useful to teach your beginner students, is teach them some basic open chords. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys some basic open chords. Some basic open chords. Hey, Shahir in the house, URS Zainul in the house. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're watching this and you know anyone who's, number 1, a guitarist, number 2, a guitar teacher, number 3, someone who runs a music shop who has guitar teachers working under them or working at the shop, tag them in this video, share this video with them so they can check it out and get the benefit of my 20 years of experience teaching guitar and telling you what to teach beginner students. So this one goes out for guitar teachers and aspiring guitarists who want to be guitar teachers. Check it out. So please tag your friends on this, share it, like, share, tag. Okay. So number 3 is to teach some open chords. So let me show you guys a few open chords that I think are very, very useful. Number 1, this is a chord that I love teaching because it only uses 1 finger. And I would do this. You typically finger 1, 2, 3, 4. I would use the 2nd finger here and press on the 2nd fret of the 5th string of the guitar. It's just 1 finger. That's all you need. 1 finger. And this is called an E minor 7 chord. Get it? So E minor 7, 1 finger here, and you can strum all the strings. Sorry. So it's a very simple chord with just one note. You see 1 note. It's a nice sound. Okay, that's chord number 1. Chord number 2 is called E minor. 2nd finger still there. Add another finger here. It's 2 fingers now, so it's 0, 2, 2, 0, 0, 0. This is E minor triad. So you have E minor 7. So the name is more complicated, but actually the chord is only 1 finger. Then E minor. The name is simpler, but it's actually 2 fingers. So E minor 7 and E minor. Make sure that when you get your guitar student to play, to check every note is clear. E minor 7, E minor. So those are some 2 basic chords. If you're looking for a system to learn open chords systematically, I also have another book you guys can check out. I released this book last year. It's called 35 Basic Guitar Chords. Let me get the link for you guys in case anyone is interested in a systematic, easy to use, logical way to play open chords on guitar. Let me give you the link to that. 35 Basic Guitar Chords for Beginners. It's here. I'll give you the link here. Here's the link. So the link I just posted, it goes to my guitar e-book store that you can check out. The book is called 35 Basic Guitar Chords for Beginners. Okay, so you can check that out there in case you're, all sorts of anger, thumbs up, hearts, all sorts of stuff. So you can check out the book there. Now that's the tip number 3. So the first tip was teach, if you're a teacher, guitar teacher teaching beginners, number 1, teach how to hold the guitar. Number 2, teach how to hold the pick. Number 3, teach basic open chords. Okay, So 3 things so far that you can teach. And this, you know, can go on for how to hold the guitar will go on for 1 to 4 lessons, depending how well the student. You're probably gonna help them, correct them, get better posture over time. How to hold a pick is something that will also take 1 to 4 lessons as they get more comfortable, and as they get more advanced, you're gonna show them different details of how to hold it and move with more efficiency and relaxation, okay? Teach basic open chords is also 1 to maybe 8 lessons, depending at the very basic level. So that's something that you can teach. So again, hey Dominic, how you doing, man? This broadcast is part of, to introduce my new course. It's called How to Start Teaching Guitar Lessons. It's basically a course to help guitarists who have been playing for a while, who want to get some side income. If you want to get some side income from teaching and don't know how to start, you can check out the new course, How to Start Teaching Guitar Lessons. It's at asksamad.com/teach, T-E-A-C-H, is in the description. The course is an audio course, 24-minute audio lesson with a workbook and checklist. If you fill up the worksheet and complete the worksheet and follow the steps, you'll be on your way to get your very first paying student and completely recoup, completely make back the money you spent on the book, which is now at a promo price of $10 or 40 ringgit. So check that out. And if you tune in all the way to the end, actually you can get that. I'll just give you the offer right now. What I'm thinking is, during the duration of this Facebook Live here, if you get the How to Start Teaching Guitar Lessons right now, now is January 16, 4:48 p.m. Wednesday Malaysian time. If during the actual duration of this Facebook Live broadcast, if you get that course now, I'll actually throw in the 35 guitar chords book. All you have to do is, after you buy the course, send me an email at azsamad2, AZSAMAD2 at gmail.com. Right after you get it, send me an email at azsamad2 at gmail.com. I will send you a free copy of the complimentary copy of 35 basic guitar chords for beginners, which is worth $7. I sell it for $7 US. And so you pay $10 and you get $17 worth of stuff. If you're interested, if you are a guitarist, want to teach guitar lessons, want to make money from teaching guitar lessons, that's what I'm going to offer you guys if you get it right now during the broadcast, okay? So send me an email right after you get it. Check that out. Okay, next one. Tip number 4 is to teach basic strumming technique. Now, teach basic strumming technique. If you think about it, strumming is basically strum down, strum up. At a very, very basic, simple level, it's all about strumming down and up. So if you have a pick here and you just let it fall down, you're going to get a down strum. That's one movement of playing guitar. The next movement of playing guitar is an upstroke. Is the pick starts on the high string and goes back up. So one is called a downstroke, one's called an upstroke. And when I say teaching guitar, if you're teaching guitar strumming patterns, one really basic strumming pattern, I could just use E minor. I could just strum down 4 times. So it seems very simple, but that's actually a very practical pattern. Strumming pattern number 2, you can do down up. So strumming pattern 1 you can teach is just down, 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 down. Strumming pattern number 2 is down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So if you want to combine those 2 patterns, you could, for example, teach pattern 1. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you have those 2 patterns. They're seemingly simple patterns, but they're very useful to get your basic strumming technique together. So if you're a guitarist and you want to teach beginners, those 2 patterns are very, very useful, even though they seem very simple. So for an advanced guitarist, it seems too simple. It seems, why do you need to teach that? But if you're teaching a beginner, that's a very useful thing to show them so that they understand downstroke, they understand upstroke, and it's kind of easy to count as well. Okay. Easily, yeah. Please share the Facebook Live to your wall. Please share to any of your students or any guitarists, any friends. Just share it, please. There is a syllabus. This is a syllabus for basic guitar and chords. Is what I teach my students. So I'm showing you guys, I'm teaching you guys for free how I would teach a beginner student the basic idea, the basic concept, what to teach a beginner student. So if you're a student yourself, you can benefit from this. If you're a guitar teacher, you stand to benefit from this a lot because you'll understand how to teach your beginner students. So I want to help you guys become better teachers, have a better system in place. And if you guys find benefit from this, if you think this Facebook Live is awesome, check out the new course, which is how to start teaching guitar lessons. If you want to learn more about a very systematic way to start teaching guitar lessons, where you will know what to think, what to ask yourself, what to prepare, so that you can become a better guitar teacher and have a more successful teaching career. So check that out, how to start teaching guitar lessons at samat.com/teach. If you get that course right now during the Facebook Live thing and you email me, I will send you a complimentary copy of 35 basic guitar chords for beginners. It's usually $7 US, which means it's 7 times 4, 28 ringgit. I'm going to give you guys 28 ringgit ebook. I usually sell for 28 ringgit, but buy the course for $10. I'll give you guys the ebook as well, so you get a bonus as well. Sama-sama Isli, semoga membantu. I hope all the best. So okay, share this video with anyone you like that plays guitar or teaches guitar. Okay, so you teach basic strumming technique. That one can go on for 1, 4, 8, sometimes even like for like 6 months to 1 year, because there's so many different strumming patterns that you can teach depending on the style. So another one that I like to teach, but this is less for beginners, you know, it's like if I want to teach reggae or something like that, I will do. So I will do down. This is to teach upstrokes. So down, up. But to make it sound more powerful, I actually the 1, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and I won't actually do that when on upstroke. I will actually 1, 3. I'll do downstrokes because the sound is much better. Or you can do upstrokes. It just doesn't sound so much like reggae. It's more the placement of the beat, but the strumming can be down. So that's something else. That's more like for an intermediate guitarist, not so much a beginner guitarist. So let me go on. So those are 4 things so far, how to teach basic strumming technique. The other thing, actually, this you can teach much earlier as well, is you got to teach the open strings of the guitar. So you have to know that when you play the guitar, your student should know what are the open strings. So for example, the 6th string here is E. The high string here is also E. So you have E, and then you have E. So both are E, it's just low E, and this is called high E, okay? In the middle 4 here is A, D, G, B, okay? And so you just need to remember E, E, and then A, D, G, B, okay? A, D, G, B. So if you remember E, E, A, D, G, B, then you will be able to remember all the names of the open strings. It's really important because if you're learning to tune, and even if you tune using an electronic tuner, you should know the names of the open strings. So the way I remember it is, I actually use a saying, this is what I tell my students is, all dogs go bowling. All dogs go bowling. So E, E, all dogs go bowling. So I imagine like a puppy or something going bowling. Or you can also use any kind of mnemonic that you remember, A, D, G, B. So what can you say? Okay, maybe if you're in Malay, you want to do something in Malay, you can say ada duit, guna beli. Okay, or ada duit, going bank. Or, you know, okay. I don't know, you can make something up, A, D, G, B. Or the main thing you remember is E, E, and then A, D, G, B. So you have to remember the name of the open strings. It will help you tremendously as you learn the fretboard and learn all the note names as well. Okay, so those are the 5 things. So let me do a quick recap of what we covered so far, so you guys know. Again, this is a course. This video, Facebook Live, is part of introducing my new course. It's called How to Start Teaching Guitar Lessons. It's at azsamad.com/teach, AZSAMAD, azsamad.com, COM/TEACH, teach. And it's actually a course, an audio lesson, 24 minutes, with a workbook, which comes with worksheets and a checklist to help you get your very first paying guitar student. So if you're a guitarist and you want to earn some side income from teaching, and you don't know how to start, whether you're good enough, whether you have enough knowledge to teach, you don't know how to get students, you have no idea, or if you've been teaching for a while but you're unhappy with your progress as a teacher, maybe you want to make more money, maybe you want to get more students, or you've been teaching for 5, 10, 12, 15 years and you just want to have a better way of thinking about teaching and teaching as a career, this is a course that has assembled the kind of knowledge that I've learned for 20 years of teaching guitar. I've been playing guitar for 22 years, been teaching for 20 of it, and I shared all this in the basic knowledge of it in this new course that you can get at azsamad.com/teach. And so if you get the course actually right now, if you get it while you're watching this Facebook Live thing as we do the broadcast now live, it's 4:58 p.m. January 16, 2019, I will actually throw in my new ebook, 35 Basic Guitar Chords for Beginners, which usually sells for $7 US. It's usually 28 ringgit. And I'll throw that in for free. Just email me at azsamad2@gmail.com after you get the book, and I'll give you a free complimentary copy of the ebook as well for you, okay, if you want to get that. Next, let's go to a recap, a summary of the whole thing. So these are 5 things you can teach your beginner guitar students. Number 1, teach how to hold the guitar. So many people go straight into playing the guitar, exercises, licks, lines, but some teachers do not teach how to hold the guitar properly, comfortably. So you should definitely teach your students how to hold the guitar to be really, really comfortable and play it very confidently in a stable way. Number 2 is teach your students how to hold a pick. So this is how I hold a pick. I just put it like that. Again, this Facebook Live will be archived on my page, so you can actually watch how I do it again and again. If you're listening to this via the podcast, you can check out facebook.com/azsamadmusic and try to find, and you can watch the Facebook video version of it as well. Next one is teach how to play basic open chords. So I showed just now 2 kinds of open chords, E minor 7 and E minor chord. There are many more. Again, there's 35 of these in a systematic way in the 35 Basic Guitar Chords book, which I'm giving free if you get the course, the new course, How to Start Teaching Guitar Lessons today. So you spend $10, you get $17 worth of stuff if you get it right now. Number 4 is teaching basic strumming technique. So remember, strumming is down and up, and you can teach some basic strumming patterns to get your students started, to get some basic strumming and picking technique together. It's really, really important. Number 5 is to teach basic open strings. What are the names of the notes? So E, A, D, G, B. So it's good to know all the names of the open strings, because if you don't know that, it's very hard to tune the guitar if you don't know what notes they are. And it's not good to just Google it every single time. You should really memorize what the names of the notes are, because that's the core foundation of being a guitarist who is educated, who knows what they're playing, and who is very, very confident when they play, okay? So those are the 5 things you can teach your beginner guitar students, fellow guitarists. So, okay, I'm gonna open up for a few questions. If anyone has any questions, I will answer maybe 1 or 2 questions right now. Glandangan Sufi said, nice, thank you. Isli said, thanks, Cikgu. I'll say you're welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so does anyone have any questions at all? Does anyone have any questions? It might be about beginner guitar. It can also be about teaching in general. It can also be about guitar in general. Although if we're talking about guitar teaching right now, it'll be more on point, more on topic for today's thing. But I'm also open to answering any guitar related questions as well. So does anyone have any questions? Give you guys a few moments to kind of type it out if you have. Okay, doesn't look like there's any questions. Okay, so I think if there's no questions, let me just end by playing a song for you guys so you have something you can listen to. Let me think. I'm gonna play a blues song that I wrote, a jazz blues piece inspired by the music of Charlie Hunter and also inspired by just jazz blues in general. This is called Piñata. So let me just go out with a song for you guys. Thanks again for watching. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. Again, this is Az Samad. Thank you for watching this Facebook Live. If you're watching this and you're wondering who am I, my name is Az Samad. Please like this video if you enjoyed the broadcast. If you're a guitarist, please tag your other guitar playing friends. If you are a guitar teacher, please tag your other guitar teacher friends. This is part of a new series that I'm doing for a bit to introduce the new course, How to Start Teaching Guitar Lessons, which is at azsamad.com/teach, azsamad.com/teach, where you can get my new course, How to Start Teaching Guitar Lessons. It's a course to help guitarists who want to start teaching guitar and make a side income from teaching. It's a step-by-step guide, audio lesson, worksheet. It'll be awesome. And if you get it now, or you get it very, very soon, email me at azsamad2@gmail.com after getting it, and I will give you a complimentary copy of my ebook, 35 Basic Guitar Chords for Beginners. So it's $10 US right now, the course, and if you get it now, or very, very soon you get it now, just let me know, and I will send you a complimentary copy of the ebook as well. So you get a bonus of $7 US, so it's $17 worth of stuff for $10. And it's a great course, and I'm very happy that it's out there to help fellow guitarists who want to teach and get a side income. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching, and see you guys in a future broadcast. Have a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. Take care. See you guys next time. Bye.